Congratulations, gentlemen. This was fantastic. And I have to ask you, what is it like walking into Tim Burton's world and being able to live in it?
Phenomenal. I mean, it was kind of like one of the biggest excitements about doing this movie was, getting to participate in a Tim Burton world. Because that's, Tim doesn't just make movies, he makes worlds,
How about for you, Johnny?
Yeah, it was, I echo all of that. It was extraordinary. In the first place, it's extraordinary to be asked, because you kind of, in your career, you want to work with big directors. It's one of the best things that can happen to you, And to have Tim Burton ask you to come on board is amazing. And then it really lives up to all of your expectations when you walk into Pinewood and they've taken over half of Pinewood, and the design and everything, and these rich characters you get to play with,
Yeah, not just the characters. I mean, just walking, as you say, walking into the world and these sets.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been blown away. What was it like when you walked onto these sets and it just must help you so much as your character, I would think.
It helps you. I'd say as well, initially it's a little intimidating, personally. You walk in there and you see the enormity of it, really, because they build everything, really. They leave very, very little to green screen and to computers, so they're building most of the stuff, and you're like, wow. Once you get past that, you can then start to live in it.
How familiar were you guys with the actual TV series? Was it something that you had watched, or did you brush up once you found out that you were going to be in the movie? Jackie must.
Well, definitely watched a bunch of clips on YouTube and stuff. But I remember the show from when I was a kid. But I think I saw bits and pieces of it, probably an episode or three. The theme music was kind of burned into my head, as well as like the spinning screen when Barnabas would hypnotize someone. But my wife is one of those who truly ran home from school to see every episode. And I've got a buddy of mine who named his cat Barnabas, and I didn't know that until I said, "Hey, I'm going to play Willie in Dark Shadows." He's like, "You're kidding me! Remember Barnabas?" I mean, and I found out he was just a total Dark Shadows geek.
Amazing. And what about for you?
I'm from the UK, and we didn't really have Dark Shadows there, so I wasn't aware.
But did you, after you found out you're going to be in it, you had to watch some episodes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was, and Tim told me I was kind of Dark Shadows. He's at the meeting and he's like, people are either they are or they aren't in this casting process, and I'm like, well, am I? He's like, oh, you're totally Dark Shadows. So I'm not sure how much of a good thing that is.
Dude, my buddy Doug, who's the big fan, said on all of the pictures he's seen from you, he's like, that guy looks just like him.
There you go. You got the score. Amazing. Now, this cast is phenomenal. Everybody in this cast is great. And besides having such a fun time, I can't even imagine how much fun you guys had. But Johnny Depp, man, he kills it in every freaking film he's in. It's just crazy. But, to be working against him and in that makeup and everything, and especially when he's hypnotizing you, that's hilarious. What was it like to work with this guy when he was dressed up like this?
Well, in that scene, I literally almost felt like I was getting hypnotized, because of those long fingers and just the way he was doing that. But it was really exciting working with the guy, because he's a phenomenal actor. Johnny Lee's got some good stories about working. Go ahead and tell him about those dinner scenes and stuff.
Well, yeah, he's got all this makeup on. He's got a tremendous sense of humor as well, and you take 2 days to shoot the meal sequences, where the family is eating together, and Johnny never drops the ball, never loses his sense of humor, and when the guys look how he's dressed, and you're doing these scenes, and sometimes stuff would come out of his mouth that's just hilarious. You couldn't put it in the movie. But it's really great when you see someone working so hard, because they've got to be there from 4 a.m. getting their makeup on, and I'm sorry that does take its toll over 4 months. It really does.
Yeah.
You never let it show.
Yeah, he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Now the costumes, the hair, the whole thing. But I have to say, I think you two both win for the lack of hair. Should I say? Seriously, when you guys looked at yourselves in the mirror, what were you thinking?
To me, it seemed like a lot of hair.
Yeah, right?
Okay, yes, for you. But your comb over
No, I loved it. I was. My head was shaved when I shot Dark Shadows. I'd been doing a show in London, and so I got to we really got to start from zero with the hairpiece. So I'm like, I want a bald patch here. I want receding. Let's take it back and let's really go for it. And we were, so it's great fun to be able to do that. You're playing this ridiculous character. Let's not be precious about ourselves.
And those 70s clothes, I can bet that nobody wanted to keep their wardrobe after this film.
I don't know, I kind of like that turtleneck. I'm still itching.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so if you had the opportunity to come back in 200 years and see your descendants, what would you be hoping to find?
Good Lord.
That somewhere along the way somebody won the lotto. I don't know.
How about you?
I would like to see a couple of European championships. I'd like to see some good grades. I don't know.
Carrying on the acting tradition.
Health and happiness. That's what you get.
That's what you get. Up next for you, Lincoln. I mean, an amazing experience again, or what?
It really was. I mean, it was going from Tim Burton world to Steve Spielberg world. It was great.
Did you have to brush up on your American history for that one?
I didn't have to, but I did. I really kind of studied that era and read a book on Alexander Stevens and stuff. It was really fascinating time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Johnny, quickly for you, what's up next? Another TV series, perhaps?
Maybe. I've shot a pilot. I went to Ireland and shot a movie with Neil Jordan, which I have for some more interesting hair pieces.
Well, I look forward to that. Well, congratulations. And I'd like to see Eli Stone back. I have to just tell you that on a personal level. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you.